Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live reading session. So happy to have you all here. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. It's a beautiful overcast morning here in Colorado, and it's one of those days that you want to have some hot coffee or hot tea and read a book or just sit and enjoy it. And so I love sitting in this wonderful, wonderful energy. So good morning, everyone. Hey, Divine Goddess and Sahu, Dollface Diva, Anjali, Vidi. Thank you guys so much for being here. Self love. Harkarat Kaur. I probably murdered that. I apologize, but welcome. Talia, J Star, Marie Jones. Hey, welcome, everybody. Hey, DT. Thank you guys so much. Feeling a lot of love today. It's a wonderful, wonderful energy, and it helps when you get sleep too. I got some good sleep. So if I look a little rested, it's because I am. So I love it. So we will get into reading here in a moment. Spirit has been having me just share some of the things that help keep me grounded. And so one of the things that I like to share today um, is I have written down in my little note cards that I look at every day, or I try to look at it every day, is that we don't need to find love. We merely just have to discover the blocks that we've created between us and it. So we are never unloved. We just kind of put blinders over our eyes. And so we don't see that we're loved. And it's removing those like one at a time, all the blocks that we have between us and love, to realize, wow, how loved we really are. So I love that message for today. Hey, Maxine, welcome, welcome. I do want to, of course, share, and if you guys have been in a couple of these over the last couple of days, then you already know, but I want to make sure that if anyone is tuning in for the first time, I did make a special announcement on Friday. Let me go ahead and post the video link uh, on a chance to weekly win or weekly have a chance to win a 30-minute personal recorded reading from me. And it's all about the weekly energy updates that I put out. And I just posted the link to that playlist too. I put them out at midnight on Fridays or Saturday morning, however you look at that. So every Saturday, there's 12 new videos, each for each individual zodiac sign, a weekly energy update. And I do talk about the moons, sometimes if it's a full moon or a new moon that are happening that week. But I do share, a reading for each individual zodiac sign. And all you have to do is comment on one of them to be entered into the drawing. And if you comment on more than one video, each of those comments on each individual videos is counted as an extra, your name in the hat for the reading drawing. So, you can look up your rising sign, your Venus sign, your moon sign, etc. So if you want to check those out, you have the links and you can listen to the video on how you sign up for the drawing. And there you go. That's it. Easy breezy. So, again, thank you guys all for the likes already. I just love and appreciate all of your support. If you haven't given the video a like already, I appreciate you considering doing so. It does help out my channel, helps the Zen love spread throughout the world because the YouTube algorithm does like it when you like a video, comment on any of the videos, of course, subscribing to the channel and doing all that. So, it just helps the videos get out there among more people. And we know this world needs more love and Zen, don't we? So appreciate it. Hey, Sade. I don't know why I have trouble saying that. But I love it. And of course, when I reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will be giving away 10 free 1 hour personal readings. So obviously, if you're in the chat, you've already subscribed. So thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. But spread the word. Tell a friend, tell 10. Say, hey, look at this. Come, gather all. All right. So that is it. Enough of the ads and the information. Let's get into spirit. Let me pop out the chat here. so I can see everything more slowly. Since it's bigger, it doesn't move as fast and scroll. And we will get started here. Excuse me. Let me just take a quick sip here. Clear the old pipes and let's get moving and grooving. So, Divine Goddess, you are up first, and you just want to channel a message for yourself. And I really am drawn to these Return of Spirit Oracle. So we will do that. And then Sahu, you will be up next. And Dollface Diva after that. So let's get a moving and a grooving. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday morning, Sunday evening, Monday morning, wherever you're at in the world. What would you like for Divine Goddess, please? Okay. And Divine Goddess, you have right order. Look at all those colors. Very, very beautiful. And let's see what message comes in there for you. And it says, eventually, everything finds its right place and proper order in life. And this card is about creating proper order in your physical environment. The world around us has a very strong effect on our emotional and energetic well being. Often, our inner environment is symbolically reflected through our outer environment. It's time to put things in their proper place and create right order in your physical world. Roll up your sleeves and take a weekend to begin cleaning out the closets. Start to sort what you would like to keep and what needs to go. Take care of any paperwork, banking, or bookkeeping you may have been putting off for later. Tidy your garage or your storage spaces. Rearrange one of your rooms. Vacuum the blinds or dust in the corners. Take a serious look at any space or job you think you may have neglected lately and start to deal with it. It's time to give your physical space an energetic shift. The very act of organizing our clutter is a powerful way to symbolically cleanse and clean out our inner emotional and energetic closet. It sends a powerful message out to the cosmos that you are ready to take care of your business, willing to do whatever needs to be done, open to allowing the new to flow into your life, and you're keen to have a fresh start. Get ready to release stagnant energy and old emotional patterns. The new is on its way in. You will feel lighter, free of old burdens, and more accepting of what spirit brings your way. By putting your physical space in its right and proper order, you are doing the same for your inner space too. You might find yourself quite surprised and delighted with the results. All right. Time for some spring cleaning, which you are in the spring equinox if you are in the southern hemisphere. Of course, we're in fall, but you can always do spring cleaning, whatever season it is. So I love that for you, Divine Goddess, opening space, energetic flow, bringing in the new and some new exciting energy for you. So I love it. Blessings to you. All right, Sahu, you are up next. And you want to know, what is your ex Ashok feeling for you? So let's take a look here. I am being drawn to the Radiant Rider-Waite. Let's take a look. And Dollface, you will be up next. And then Vidi. All right, let's see what we got going on here with this ex, Sahu. What is up? All right, so what are they feeling for you? Let's take a look here what Spirit would like you to know. Okay. Did get 3 cards. Oh no. You're giving them nightmares, Sahu. This is the nightmare and insomnia card. They've got a lot on their mind, is what it means. All these are, expectations, thoughts, fears, all these expectations that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. So they do have a lot on their mind, a lot going on with that. Yeah. So they are thinking about their life and the impacts of it, because the Four of Pentacles does talk about, they've looked outside of themselves for their wholeness and their completeness. These three are like relationships and, situations like job and education, and also, their bodies, their finances, their possessions. And they were looking outside of themselves for all those things. But now, because of, the instability of relationships, the instability of jobs and education, the instability of, our bodies and possessions, because people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same. Our bodies and things break down, deteriorate, blow up, or catch on fire, stolen. So all those things in the outside world are unstable, and he's really feeling that, and he's has all these thoughts and these expectations of disappointment in a lot of things in his life. And so it is having him do this inner reflection, this inner just they keep on saying reflection of what has happened in his life recently, relationship, and I kind of feel like job and different things. It's like there's a variety of things that all happened at once regarding you guys. It does show here he's getting ready to move up in the outside world. He's ready to make this movement to a different level in the outside world. So I really feel like he's not focused on his emotions for you. He's more looking at the impact of the relationship on him. So it's really internally focused on how it impacted him, what it all means, and a combination of everything else. And so he's doing a lot of thinking here. He's like, you know, dreaming and um, laying there at night thinking about things, because of just it feels like his life, uh, his relationship with you was part of the upheaval of, that it didn't work out the way he expected it to, and all of this as well. So it's, you know I wouldn't look for reconciliation, because I feel like he's moving on in the outside world as he figures things out. So, um, just look at your heart and look at, kind of what he's doing, mirror that, what has it shown you about you in your life, and what do you want to change, and what expectations are you ready to let go of? And, because expectations equal disappointment. I've been saying that since I was like 16. My family wanted to kill me back then. So it's been like almost 40 years. I know I'm that old, but it's like expectations, they cannot be 100% met at any one moment, and no expectations can be met for our entire lives. So expectations equal disappointment, but they're designed that way. They all turn us back inward. We're disappointed enough in the outside world, we eventually be turned back into our hearts. So that's what they have for you right now, Sahu. So blessings to you. We're going to keep on going down the list here. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I just love your energy and the connection that I feel with all of you. It just feels like a big family, doesn't it? All right. So Dollface Diva, you are up next. You want a general for next week. And let's see where okay, yeah, we're being guided here to the enchanted map. And then VD, you will be next. And then Anjali after that. So, and if you're new to my channel, all you have to do is subscribe to chat. And then once you're in the chat, all you have to do is put your question. I do go down the chat in order. That is the list. There's no special list anywhere else. It's just the chat. So just put your question. If you don't want to share your business out there with everyone, you can just ask for a general reading, and Spirit knows what you want, and we'll just pull some cards. So that's what we got going on. So let's take a look here. Dollface Diva, what would Spirit like you to know for next week, please? And happy Sunday to you too. All right. All right, there we go. And you've got Ghostland. Ooh. It's like Halloween energy. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here and see what message comes with that for you. So it's ghost lens, plural. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or a dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. I love it for you. So, yeah, definitely coming back to this moment. They always say, our little shadow will try to keep us in the game of fear as long as it can, because that's what we hired it to do. It wants to keep us in the adventure, keep us in the, past and the future. So it'll sway us in either direction. And, but the now is where we live. Eckhart Tolle, I think is how you say his last name, Tolle. He has The Power of Now, an amazing book. And he mentions in there, which really helped my mind, that, it's like a little submarine. The past is in this compartment, the present is in this compartment, and then the future is in this compartment. And if you will close off, like they do in the submarine, close that door and tighten it. And then the future, close that door and tighten it. It gets very, very quiet and still in this moment, because all this mental activity is in the past and the future. But you can really come to this wonderful place of calm and peace, by coming back to the now. So I love that. So beautiful message for you for next week. Be in the moment and enjoy each step of the journey. So blessings to you, Dollface Diva. Anjali, hello, hello. And so VD, you are up next, and then Anjali. And let's take a look here. Let me just see who else has come in here. So we've got Roisin, hello. DK, hello. Sumya, welcome, welcome. Intuitive Enlightenment, howdy. Rex, welcome. Ms. Lovely, all right. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Sunday morning or Sunday night or Monday morning, wherever you guys may be in the world. So good to have you guys here. All right. So you'd like a career message for the rest of the year, VD? Let's take a look. Where do we want to go? Okay, we do want the Chinese. I was going to say the Chinese zodiac for some reason. Chinese tarot. So maybe you have something special in your Chinese zodiac that you need to see. Let's see here. All right. What would Spirit like you to know about your career for the rest of the year? What would you like to know, please? Anything else? Okay. So you get 3 cards. That's what we've got going on here. So you do have the Knight of Staves or Stabs, which is the Knight of Wands in the Standard Tarot, which is a great card because Knights, of course, are all about action and movement. And the Knight of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, is the fastest, right? Because it's all that energy, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So I do see a lot of movement happening in your career field. And I also feel because all nights go on a quest, and this night goes after the Ace of Wands, which is grabbing your power and really guiding it and putting it in a direction. So I feel like you are taking a lot of that ownership of your career, of where you're investing your energy, the responsibility of what you're doing in your career and how you're moving forward. And so that also helps fuel the fire of your career and the movement forward. Yeah. You do have the 7 of Coins, the 7 of Pentacles. So this does tell you here, there it goes. Um, Two things. One, patience. I know. What is that card appearing for? But it's good. It's like, what is the last thing that grows on a fruit tree? The fruit. So you've been doing a lot of work, is what it's been saying. Is you've been investing in yourself and your career and your energy, working really hard because the little seedling breaks through the shell, and then it little goes above the ground, and then it grows into a nice trunk as the branches grow, and then the leaves appear, and then the blossoms, and then the fruit. So you've been waiting and waiting and investing a lot towards your career and how you want to share your talents with the world. And the time is coming. It's blossoming. You're seeing the fruit grow. The other thing that it does, though, is it shows that you're like, I don't know if that's the direction I want to continue to head. And it's about altering your course a little bit too. So as you've been developing this, and you might have had like a really strict path that you had yourself on with a career path, and you're like, you know what? I've learned a lot over this time of it growing. And I kind of want to go, and I want to go this way. And that's okay. It is supported by the universe with it coming out in the cards. So if you feel like, should I switch that or shouldn't I? They're saying, go ahead, follow your heart, follow the off ramp of that other one, and head in the direction that you're wanting to go. Yeah. And you have Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is about, new communication coming in. So I really feel you're going to be getting some communication really quick here with that Knight of Wands. It's going to be coming fast and furious, and you're going to get some messages coming in. It is also about raising your mind to a higher level, having new thoughts, new beliefs, new expectations, a change of how you're looking at things in your mind. So if that also included any kind of education or additional training, that also is very supported by these cards coming in here. So a very positive rest of your year here. It really feels like so much of it is in your hands about do you want to take it to the next step? It's all about you initiating that energy and doing that. So if you're looking for a new job, there's offers going to be coming for you with that Ace of Swords. If there's additional education, additional training, a switch of career fields, all of that is throughout those cards. And so I really like that for you, VD. So excited for what this is going to be unfolding for you. Really, really like that. All right. So that is your message, VD. Blessings to you. Anjali, you are next. And then self love, you'll be next up to bat. I don't know why I speak sports. Only sport I really like is volleyball right now. So, it is what it is. All right. I'll have to think of a volleyball sports term. You're next up to serve. How's that? All right. Or receive. Okay, there you go. Anjali, angel message for you. Let's take a look here. I really feel guided over here to the magic of the unicorns. So we'll take a look, see what we got going on there. All right. So what does your angel have for you today, Anjali? Whoa. All right. They're all like knocking the card out of my hand here. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful card there. Let's see if we can get it. There it goes. Pure intention, card number 2. So if the number 2 has any special significance, it does say find clarity and surrender your ego. Well, okay. It says, climbing the spiritual mountain is a sacred quest. So it is important to be very clear about your intention. Dedicate yourself to achieving your goal, sorry, with integrity, honor, and kindness. Surrender your ego and make sure your motives are totally pure. When you let go of your desire to be right and your judgment of others or yourself, you open up to the beauty of the journey. As we approach the new golden age, the opportunity for enlightenment and ascension is greater than it ever has been. The universe may place challenges and tests in front of you, and you must pass them to reach the top of the mountain. However, your light is bright, so your unicorn is stepping forward to help you on your way. Ask it to guide you and impress you with the choices that will keep you firmly on your highest path. And of course, when you're talking about your angel, just your angels taking the form of a unicorn for you in this case. It will increase your desire to do what is for the greatest good and nudge you towards your true destiny. Keep your eyes firmly on your goal and you will succeed. And when this card chooses you, your angels are reminding you that you have everything you need within you. When you set a pure intention, unicorns enable magic and miracles to happen. And so to find clarity, they say, find a place where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe in and out of your third eye. Invoke your angel and sense or see them in front of you. Tell them that you are ready to follow your spiritual path with integrity and joy. Feel your angel touching your forehead with its brilliant light and ask it to help you be clear about your direction. They place a ball of diamond white light over you. Relax in it for as long as you can. Your angel is guiding you in the right direction for your soul purpose, and prepare to move forward. Love it. The affirmation is that my angel lights up my path and I walk it with integrity. So love, love, love that message for you. So that is what they have for you today, Anjali. Many blessings to you. All right. Excuse me. Let's keep on going down the list here. So self-love, you are up next. And then Harkarat Kraur, and apologies if I mispronounce that. I'm still always going to try. It's just who I am. But you'll be up next. And then Talia. All right, self-love, you want to know if V is going to propose to you. Uh-oh. Let's take a look here. And if you should accept the offer, if that's the case. All right, let's see what we have going on here. And for all of you guys new coming in, I did post a couple videos earlier. It's all about an announcement about the opportunity to enter a drawing each week, to possibility of winning a free 30-minute personally recorded video of your choosing. And so the link is there for the announcement, and also the link to the weekly energy updates that I put out because they have to do with each other. So there you go. And again, thank you all for the likes that you've already given this video. Really appreciate it. It helps out my channel so much in spreading the Zen love and Zen peace to others as well. So if you haven't done it already, I definitely appreciate you considering doing so. All right. Self-love. Let's talk about V and a proposal. Is that coming their way? All right. And let's take a look here and see. Okay. And if you should accept this offer, because I think with these cards, it might be a possibility. because when I asked if they're going to propose, you got the Two of Cups, uh, and the Ace of Swords is about new communication coming about your relationship. So I think it just might be a possibility. Wow. Uh, I think this is a yes that they're recommending that it would. This is one of the most victorious and bright cards in the entire tarot. Let me see and see you guys flying there, going to new levels, flying together. uh, this might be the most clear message that we will get today because it's like I feel like a proposal is coming, and they're saying not yes, but hell yes. So I really feel like this is going to be. It's in your highest experience here for what you wanting to experience, and they're just like yes, yes, and yes. So there you go, easy breezy. Many blessings to you, and let us know what happens. Tell us the story of how they proposed, right? All right, we'll keep on going down the list here. All right, so Harkarat, you want to know if their parents will be positive about you and will they regret their decision of making, I think, I'm not sure that last part, making us, is it making us apart? Like they split you up or bringing you together? You know, spirit knows what you're asking. I don't need to know. I'll pull cards and tell you what they say, and then you know what it means specifically for you. So we'll take a look here. What would you like them to know about this interaction with the parents of Jas Karen, please? Okay. All right. So the King of Cups is about all about emotion. You know, the cup suit is all about the emotional state here, and it almost always reminds me of the Knight of Cups because of the horse, of course, but it's like the Knight of Cups is the pursuit of higher love, right? The movement of love. And the king here has obtained it. You know, usually the knight is in search of it, but this is like you've obtained it. And you have the star card here too, which is very Aquarian energy, but it is the star of hope. It's like wishing upon a star. It's a wish fulfillment card. So with this King of Cups and the star together, I really feel like these are a wish fulfillment of your heart that's coming forward. So that's very positive, you know, together. And I do see here that, you know, there's all this thought that's going on, all this communication, all this expectations, and all that kind of stuff. The Nine of Swords, of course, represents like the nightmare card or insomnia card because this person is worried about so much, trying to meet up the expectations of everyone else, and they're losing sleep and they're having nightmares. And I kind of feel like this might be you, right? It's like this is you at night and when you wake up in the morning and you're just concerned about it all. But I love because the Six of Swords is about the movement and the change of thought and expectations. It's letting go of trying to live up to so many other people's expectations of how things are supposed to unfold, who you're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, who Just Karen is supposed to be. It's like all this uh, mental energy that you're putting out there, trying to control things that are out of your control. You know, you can't control, they can't control you either. And spirit doesn't want you to be controlled because you also have the Three of Pentacles, which the Three of Pentacles for me with Spirit is about you being your authentic self. Usually there's three people on the card. You presenting yourself of this beautiful person, this beautiful heart of who you are, and sharing yourself with the world in your own unique way. And then you have two other people on the card. One are the people that are the dream busters, the people who are, you know, why are you doing it that way? You shouldn't do this. This is who you're supposed to be. That's what you should do. Why are you doing that? You make more money this way. They're all just blah, 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 not positive. And it's like, ugh, just put those outside the house. It's like, I do not want you in my presence every day because you're stressing me out. And, you're bringing all this energy in and you're trying to pull me off from being my authentic self. Well, there's also the other person, on the other hand, is the one that is supportive and really reinforcing and, oh, I'm so proud of who you are and do this and have a blast and all that. But they're even more powerful to take you off your path because the little one inside of us wants support. We don't want them to get upset and join those other people. And so if they say something, why didn't you do it this way? We're more apt to go, oh, well, okay, because we don't want to upset them. But Spirit, with that card being your last one, is all about you staying authentic to you and don't listen to either camp. Be you, express yourself, live your authentic life, and you make choices for you. And don't worry about upsetting other people and trying to live up to all their expectations. And that's that freedom. That's that movement of the Six of Swords, moving from old ways of trying to live up to all these people's expectations because it's the fear of losing their conditional love that's so unstable, and you're moving over to thoughts and beliefs that are more related to unconditional love from above. So I do love that for you. Hopefully that makes sense with what you were looking for there. But that's their message for you for today. So many blessings for you there. All right, Talia, you are up next. And then Marie, you will be after that. So Talia, you would like a love reading. So let's check it out and see what's going on here. And thank you guys for your patience as I do make my way down the list. It does take me some time. I always feel like sometimes it's like standing in the line at the post office at Christmas time here in the United States. You're like, am I ever going to get to the counter? So I do appreciate you guys. All right. So let's take a look here, Talia. What would they like you to know about love, love, love? Okay. Anything else? Okay. And anything else? Okay. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles. And this is about divine timing and patience. I talked about the Seven of Pentacles in an earlier reading if you were happen to be eavesdropping on there or listening, not really eavesdropping, because it is about patience and divine timing, and it takes time for the fruit to appear on the tree, and it's like all about the process, enjoying it. You can't force it. Nature is going to take its course, and the path is going to unfold as it will. And I kind of feel too, the other part of the message of the card is about during your waiting and during this development of your loving relationships, you're kind of changing course on what you really wanted. Maybe you planted apple trees before. Now that you see apples, or you've experienced some of the apples in your apple orchard in the past growing, you're like, you know what? Apples were all right, but not really my thing. I want guacamole now. And so you're moving and you're switching your expectations and what you're wanting in relationships a bit, where you want avocados instead because that guacamole is awfully good. Because you also have the Empress card here, which is all about new birth, new things coming for you, but also Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So it's like they are showing you that love opportunities are coming up in your future. But in the meantime, during this patience period of waiting for growth, it's okay to nurture you, take care of you, look at your heart, your self love, and allow that to grow and move forward. Because you also have your beautiful chariot card, which is about movement. So it is about movement and victory, but it also is hugely about your power of choice, and it allows you to kind of like this nurturing is also during this waiting period. You're discovering that you hold such power in what story that you choose to put to any situation, and what emotion you choose to feel in a in each situation. That uh, a lot of the emotions that you might have felt in the past were habits that were given to you based on popular opinions of when you were growing up, and that you don't have to look at it the same way. You don't have to apply the story that you were told has to, or supposed to, or should, or need to, or have to, or must be applied to a situation. And you don't have to choose the emotion that you were told you're supposed to feel, should feel, need to feel, must feel, have to feel around a situation. You get to choose. So really feel like during this period, you're really gaining this strong understanding of your power, that you can't choose what other people think, or what story they apply to a situation, or what other people feel. Yeah, we can make it harder or easier for people to choose fear or love, but you ultimately, they make the choice. And same with you, people can make it harder for you to choose loving thoughts inside about yourself and others, or easier for you to choose fear. But ultimately, you're realizing that you have the responsibility of whatever you feel and whatever you think is you. And at first I was like, "What? No way." I didn't wanna hear that, because I was like, "You mean that pain I went through? I chose it? I don't see that." But after a while, I realized, okay, yeah, and it was me, wasn't it? But it also is very empowering after the fact, right? It's like, yeah, I get to choose. No one gets to tell me what anything anymore. So I feel like that's what's unfolding for you there, Talia. So that is your message. Boom. All right, let's move on. Marie, you are up next. And then J Star, you will be after that. All right. And then Aditi. So let me just back up here. It went scrolling really fast. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, there it goes. So, Marie, let me switch up cards here. Kind of want to go to the Tarot of Dragons. And you want to know when your son will find his apartment. When you ready to get him out of the house? Please. Anytime now. It's funny. I say, like, uh, teenage, usually teenage children are, early 20s. Uh, it's like pregnancy, Well, I have friends who, when they were pregnant with their first child, they were like so scared and so scared. And I'm like, trust me, you won't be so scared later. And sure enough, when they're like 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, they're like, it's so uncomfortable. When are you going to get this baby out of me? Same thing with teenagers. I feel like it's designed that, all those hormones and everything that are going on in teenagers and us in our early 20s make it easier for parents to go, bye, go enjoy your life. Oh my God. Whereas before, when they're a little younger, it's like, oh no, they're going to be leaving home someday. And then it gets to the point you're like, here, let me help you move. So that's just a little side note of humor. All right, Marie, let's take a look here. When will your son find uh, his apartment? Anything else? Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see what we got here. So, Knight of Cups um, is about movement, emotional movement. So there is this movement happening. I like it. You got the Three of Cups, which is the celebration card. So I feel with the Knight of Water, water can move very rapidly. Um, so I really feel like that it's coming soon because you're celebrating, or there is a celebration of them getting a new apartment. So I do feel it's coming quick because the night is there, and it wasn't the Knight of Pentacles, which is about seasons and patience. So water, emotional. Emotions can change like this. So it is a fast movement here. So I would almost feel like before the end of October, because I was going to say next week. I feel like he's going to um, get information next week, and then the week after is like the approval or the move that's going to be preparing to happen. So I feel like it's going to be coming here fast. Woohoo! So blessings to you, Marie. All right, J Star, let's look and see what we have going on here for you. And then up next after that will be Aditi. All right. And you want to know if you will receive a call this week about your job interview. All right, let's take a look here and we'll see what they have to say. See what we got going on. All right. So let's see here. Will you receive a call this week for your job interview? What would you like them to know? Okay. Yeah. Well, you got the joy card that came flying out, and I shuffled and stuck that in the middle, and it came flying out. So I feel like this would be a yes for that. And they also want you to know you've got the Sire of Wands, which is the King of Wands. So just know, trust your power, your strength. I really feel like um, look at it as a conversation about who you are and what you've done. I kind of feel like there's some I don't want to say fear, but it's fear for the interview. Like, I want to make sure that I show myself right. And, and it's natural. I mean, a lot of us like taking tests or interviews where we're being analyzed and tested somehow that we get like, no. And when we go into fear, that's when we forget things. That's when we get dry mouth and our heart beats and sweat and we're like nervous. But I feel like there's like really stand in your power and understand that you have something to give. And what is meant for you won't pass you by. And if you just relax, take a lot of deep breaths before you go into the interview, just to calm yourself, come out of that fear, come out of that anxiety, and just be you, because this job interview, it's celebrating, it's this joyful energy around it, and all this fire that's there is showing that you're going to be shining bright during this interview. Just realize what you have to offer them is amazing and that this is meant for you. Just take a lot of deep breaths before you go in, because that helps get our mind back instead of us in fight or flight mode, where you feel like you're going to go in and have an interview with a dragon or a dinosaur, or something that's painful and that's dangerous. It's like, no, it's meant, this relationship, this interview is in the cards, literally. And so I love it for you. Just go in with happy and joy and with this confidence. And I really am excited to hear how that goes. All right. So that is your message. Blessings to J Star. And we will look in here next. So Aditi, you want to know for the rest of the year, which is not really that far, right? 2.5 months before the end of 2022. Can't believe it. Whoosh. All right. And then Maxine, you will be up next after that. Okay. Actually, we're going to switch up cards here. We're going to the Radiant Rider Waite. Let's see what we got going on. Cheers, everyone. Excuse me. All right. So let's take a look here. What do we got going on? So, for the rest of the year for Aditi, what would you like her to know, please? lights. What would you like to teach about? Okay. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. Wow. All right, ADT. So you've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is a very, very abundant, overflowing, wonderful card to have. Your outside world is going to feel like it's flowing with abundance in a lot of different ways. Doesn't need to be just money and finances, but you do have, this wonderful fullness in your life, your outside life, especially coming in here, because not only do you have the 10, you also have the ace. So, very solid foundation. And then you have new opportunities that are also coming in that are very in much favor. And so, these other things that are coming in for you for the rest of the year. And then you also have the Queen of Wands, which is all about sitting in your power. You have this Queen of Wands are very powerful. They walk into a room and people just feel their presence, right? And they're able to really fine tune and super focus their energy and get stuff done and accomplish things. Little black kitty cat here represents the water part of the queen. Queen of Wands does roll over fire, but they're also all the queens are given a dose of water, so she's half fire, half water, and that is about your intuition and your gut and your connection to the spirit world and just how you kind of have this uh, strong connection to your intuition that where you don't feel like you take risks. You just know. Like when something comes up to you, like a job or an opportunity, you just immediately know in your gut, even though sometimes you'll, well, let me just look into it and blah, blah, blah. You're like, why are you wasting your time? You know, you're not going to do it. It's not your gut's telling you no. Or, well, let me just make sure. And like, why are you looking into it? You know, you're going to do it, but it's like, "Oh, I just need to pretend for everyone else's sake that I'm doing the research so that uh, they don't get my little gift isn't revealed, that I know things." And I love that for you because I do feel like the rest of this year is really going to be just a wonderful, abundant time for you, and you just letting your light shine and just be yourself. Let it be. Let it just go. Right. So I love it for you. Blessings to you, ADT. That is what they have for you. All right, Maxine, you are up. And let's see. All right, Sade came and went. Oh, bye. Good to see you. And Rasheen, you will be up after this. So, Maxine, you want to know any messages from your guides and ancestors for the upcoming week? Absolutely. And we actually have an Ask Your Guides oracle that they want me to go into here. So, appreciate that. Thank you guys again so much for being here. I appreciate all of your support and all those likes you've already given the video. It just means a lot to me and to the YouTube algorithm. I've heard people talk about that. It's, uh, how like people subscribe and you comment on a video and the likes, all of that helps the YouTube algorithm share videos with other people too on their feeds. So appreciate all of you that have done that. And if you haven't done so already, I really appreciate you doing that. It does help out spreading the love. All right. So Maxine, let's see what your guides have to say for you today. Okay. Risk. Dun dun dun. Look at the the middle there. And you got the joy guides coming in here. So your wonderful guides and ancestors, card number 43. If that or the number 7 means anything for you. But this is about curiosity and delight and bliss and charisma. It says life feels good right now, and you're barely scratching the surface of what's possible. Follow your joy guides as they lead you into this new, sensual, and highly appealing territory. Flaunt your sexy self, flirt, laugh, explore. Take your free spirit for a walk on the wild side. Don't be afraid of daring exploits. You can push the limits past the familiar, the predictable, and the safe, free from fear's grip. This will give you the psychic juice to create. And your joy guides messages. Let your hair down and live a little. So I like that. It's like, have we been maybe too serious lately? It's time to let your hair down and enjoy, have some fun times, live it up, risk a little, and enjoy the moments. And they are with you, bringing you joy and celebration. They're like, come on, it's a party. So let's go. I'm reminded of the celebration card, in the tarot, which is three, three people with three cups. It's the three of cups. And that is the message of that your spirit guides are always with you, always surrounding you, both your angels and your guides, your ancestors and your loved ones on the other side, spirit and unicorns and fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional life are and love, that they are with you and they want you to live it up. So this week is all about having fun. Plan something fun every single day, even if it's just having a cup of coffee out on the porch or going for a walk with a pet or with a friend or going and sitting in a park and going, you know, swing on the swings or whatever it may be. Just do something fun. Connect to that inner child and let them out this week. So that's what they would like for you for this week, Maxine. So have a blast. Many blessings to you. All right. So we are moving on down the list. Roisin, you are up next. And then DK, hello. You will be up after that. And then Sumya, hello. You'll be after that. All right. So, Roisin, you want to know, will you get a job next week? Let's take a look here. I'm kind of drawn back to the Radiant Rider Waite. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. So, Roisin. Okay. So let's see what they have to say here. So they do want to start off here about and the Queen of Wands appearing again. I love it because this does show you that you have the power, you have the ability, you have the talents, you have the gifts. You have a lot to share. So the Queen of Wands, they want to start off just, letting you know, just know that you have this ability, you have this power, you have the ability to really focus your energy and to make things happen. Now, for next week, they're showing the disappointment card, like expectations are not met. So I feel like that you won't get a job next week, but they are saying still pursue, keep going. You have the Knight of Swords, which is about movement. It's movement of thought, but also there's this movement that's going on. So just know that things are unfolding and things are in the works. So don't give up your hope yet. With the job. It's just like next week, it's like things kind of are not unfolding the way that you are expecting it to, but just know that things are still in the works with that. You have the Seven of Wands too. So, uh, the Seven of Wands does show that you are on a high ground. Don't worry about competition. If you're like, oh, people are going to beat me out of a job and stuff, just know the job that is meant for you for your path won't pass you by. And that you don't have to worry about all the competition because you are on this higher ground. This job that's coming for you is meant for you and it doesn't matter. You are in the perfect spot for it. But it's like it's just won't arrive this next week. But it is in the works, it is coming. So just Take some deep breaths and just continue to focus on your energy and your inner connection. Trust your gut and trust your intuition and just know. So, I kind of feel like this week, if you are seeing, um, like when you're looking for jobs, follow the one that makes your heart go, oh, wow, I'd love that. But you're like, well, no, so many people are trying out for that. It's like, go for what is on your heart and what your intuition says to apply for, because that is how it comes about for you. So just look for all the listings that are out there. There's going to be like a job that is brand new that gets listed this week, and you go, oh, I like this. It just feels like it's for me, and apply for that, because I really feel like your gut is what it's all about, and it's going to be the job that is meant for you for this part of your journey. So I love that for you. So good luck, Rasheen. That is your message. Many blessings to you. And let's take a look here. So DK, you are up next, and then Sumya. And you just like a general career reading. Will your career shape up the way you want it to? All right, we'll take a look. All right, so let's take a look here. What does your career look like, DK? Okay. Anything else? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Doesn't look too bad. So you do have the high priestess here, and I feel like, with these other two cards that are here too, which I'll show you in a sec, of course. So I almost feel like you have a choice between two different things that are coming up for you. And as the high priestess does, she steps back into her high temple. She connects to her intuition. It allows her to see into the unseen, allows her to really see which direction she wants to go, because there's hidden things that are in these choices, right? And it's like important for you to really connect to your higher self, to your intuition, to your gut, to see beyond the mind, to look into that heart and go, mm, this seems too good to be true. And I'm getting a lot of my spidey senses going off. And you're like, I don't know. That looks, and then the other thing, you're like, this feels right. That looks really good, but there's something there. Trust your gut, because you also have the chariot card, which is about movement. So you do have career movement that is coming up for you. Again, choice between two things, and you have this power to choose which direction that you go. And I feel like that, there's this power that comes into this too, the fear of making a mistake. What if I choose the wrong one? What if, right? But if you trust your gut and you trust your instinct, you're not going to make a wrong choice. A wrong choice. But it doesn't matter what choice you make anyway. What? I know, right? Because you get to choose what it means, and you get to choose how you feel as you go through it. So what we fear is, what will other people think? You know, other people are saying, this is what it means. If you chose wrong, it means you're this and that and blah, 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 blah. It's all just opinion and hot air coming out of a human body. You get to choose what it means. It's your life. You get to choose how you feel as you go through it. And I feel like when you step away from the fears of what other people will say and what all the, this is what it's supposed to mean and how I'm supposed to feel, it's like I get to choose what I feel. I get to choose what it means. And the combination of those two really takes you into a great place, because you also have the Page of Cups, which is new emotion, heightened emotion, upgrade emotion. Let's see here. There it goes. So, that little fish is the water that's talking to you, trusting your intuition, trusting the messages that are coming. So it does take you into this happy place with your career. But I really feel like these two opportunities that are coming up, because you had both the black and the white pillar, So you have the black and the white pillar and the black and the white sphinx. You have these choices coming up, and but trust your intuition is what they say. Trust your gut. Don't trust your mind, uh, because the mind is being influenced by those fears. Trust your gut, and trust that intuition for the choices that you have coming up. I love it for you. So many blessings to you, DK. That is your message. And we'll move on to Sumya next. And then Anjali, you will be after that. So I love that. So let's take a look here. Sumya. How will your married life be with Nityam? All right. Well, let's take a look here and see what they would like you to know. I feel like you're saying that if you guys get married, what would it be like? So but Spirit knows what you're wanting. We will pull that up and see what we've got going on there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see, who did I miss coming in here? I think I said hello to you, Miss Lovely, earlier. Divya, welcome. We got Mary the Aries. Hello. Debbie. Deb, love and light to you as well. Aaron, welcome. Cambria. I think that's everyone new, at least to the bottom of the page I can see. So thank you guys all for being here again. Just really all this beautiful love energy today. And I know a lot of that is from you guys. So thank you. All right, Sumya. Let's talk about this married life with Nityam, or something similar to my pronunciation. So what would you like Sumya to know? All right. I love this message for you, Sumya, because you've got the Chariot card, which I just talked about with that other reading, but you have this power to choose in each moment what it would be, and that you're not out of control of what you would experience with anyone in any type of relationship. So they're bringing this in, me looking at these other cards too, because you also, let me just show it to you. You have the Seven of Cups, and you can see the Seven of Cups here, how, this relationship, let me see. Focus, maybe. Well, there are 7 cups around here, even though it's being stubborn here and not, okay, there it goes. So you can see all the 7 cups that are around it is all these emotions that surround this relationship. That there's not one emotion that you have to choose. That there's this, menu of emotions that you can choose in any relationship with anyone, family, friends, romantic, pets, whatever. You get to choose. That Chariot is showing you that you might have all these preconceived habits that we were formed, that popular opinion when you were younger says, when this happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. And when that happens, this is what that's supposed to mean. Reinforced over and over and over and over again, so much that it became your opinion, became your habit, and becomes your reaction. But they're all about saying, do you see how there's this menu and that you get to choose it? Other people might try to order for you, right? Oh, no, this is what you want to eat. And you're like, I've got my menu. I get to choose. And if they're saying, no, you need to have that, and you're like, okay, that's what I want. It's still you choosing that emotion, even though all these people are trying to make you feel a certain way about something. So there's this power that comes in with all of this, because they're basically saying, how will my married life be with them? However you want it to experience it. We have all these fated events that happen in our lives, but within each, we still have our power of choice, our free will of what story we want to apply to it and what emotion we want to feel as we go through it. So they're basically answering your question with a question. How do you want it to be? Well, that's how it's going to be. It's amazing, powerful coming in, because you also have your strength card, which is all about you sitting in your strength. You know, the wolf is your human side, and the maiden here is your higher self. And you probably have heard me talk about the strength card in here because it is about our wolf, our human side, comes down here so hungry, for uh, just hungry. Um, and it's not aware of our higher self. So it feels like it's on its own. And it is told, like I mentioned, oh, to feel full and to feel loved and to quench your thirst and your hunger, you have to go out here. You eat of relationships, you eat of situations like jobs and education, you eat of your body and possessions and riches. These are the things that will make you feel whole and complete and take away your thirst and your hunger. And we're like, okay. So we go and eat of those things and drink of those things, but for some reason, we're still hungry and we might even be more hungry and we might even be more thirsty. And we're like, what's going on here? I'm not feeling that wholeness. If it fills me up at all, it's not for very long. And so we become desperate. The search becomes so, I need to eat and drink because I'm, so hungry. I'm so thirsty for this love and I can't find it anywhere. Not getting full. And so, like in this one, it's a wolf. So it gets so hangry, it's hungry, angry, it howls at the moon. And our higher self, of course, is always aware of our human self. And so it comes down. It doesn't come down to kill the wolf and put it out of its misery. It doesn't try to cage the wolf to protect other people from it. And it doesn't try to train the wolf or manipulate it. um, because it knows, our higher self knows what our little wolf is hungry for and thirsting for is the unconditional love of back home, which it can't find out there. But it's very convenient. I always say that our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who is made of unconditional love. And so it has what our little human self wants. And so our higher self comes down and just hugs that wolf and just gives it all the love that it's been looking for. And it just eats it all up because that's what it was been wanting. And it transforms from this howling wolf at the moon to a little wolf cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete and full for the first time in its life. And now that it is aware of the higher self and it has this relationship, then they walk hand in paw, through life together, not feeling that desperation anymore. And the whole world looks totally different. So you've got this powerful strength that's coming in here and this power of choice as well. So a very empowering message for you today, Sumya, just to let you know that your life is so much more full than you realize, and that you have this power to choose what each moment means and what you want to feel as you go through it. But the outside world will not end up making you feel that wholeness and that completeness. It's this relationship with your higher self that you get this from. And then you feel full, your heart is open, your self love is huge, that you just fill up with this love and it overflows out to people. And any love you get from the outside, like Nityam or whoever, that's extra above and beyond. It's not something you need, that you're desperate for. It's just, oh, I want that, not I need it. Oh, I want that. This is nice. I like this interaction, but you have everything you need and you find it from within. So, wow, big, deep message for you today there, Sumya. So, that is yours. Blessings to you. All right, we'll move on next here. So, Anjali, you are next there. And let me take a look here. And intuitive here. Let me just make sure here. My dear friend, Intuitive Enlightenment, I'm going to add you as a moderator, my dear friend. So I think that should do it. All right. So, Anjali, you want to know if Satish is planning to meet you in person soon. All right. We will take a look at that. And then Rex, you will be up next after that. All right. So What do I want to go to? Okay, I do want to go to the Chinese tarot there. All right. So let's see here. Is Satish planning to meet you in person soon? Let's see what they have to say here. Any? Okay. I was going to say, is no answer an answer? So you do have the Five of Cups here. And the Five of Cups, of course, is emotions, and there's the three cups that are spilt. And then, of course, there's the Two of Cups that is about emotional choice. But I feel like with the three cups that are spilt, that does represent kind of the disappointing feelings we have in that. And I don't feel like that it will be soon. Let me see what anything else. Yeah, because the Sun card was even upside down, which I normally don't read reversals, but they were like, this is like the sun has set. And it's like, I don't feel like it's going to be soon that you guys meet up there. Yeah, because they say it's time for you to be your high priestess. Definitely move into your high temple. Spend some time away from all the noise of the outside world, going into the inside, really reflecting, connecting to the higher realms, the moon energy, the subconscious, the unconscious. She goes in to do her, self-care and nurturing, self-nurturing. So I feel like that's what they are wanting you to know right now regarding that. And I think that's what was that the message I think that we've been getting probably for I think we asked a question earlier. All the days start melding together, but I feel like that's kind of a message for him, is like they keep nudging you to go inward, inward, inward. So definitely a beautiful invitation to connect to the spirit world. They're like sending you a golden engraved one saying, please join us. We would like to commune with you. So I don't feel like Satish is going to initiate that for a while because they're showing the sun has set. It's time for you to go inward and enjoy this self-reflection with spirit right now. So I do like that for you. It's a beautiful place to be. I know it may not be like, but I want to be with them out there. And they're like, well, come here, come with us, come and spend some time with us. So I like that. All right. Well, blessings to you, Anjali. All right. Rex, we will look at that next. And then let me just take a look here. And then Divya, you will be next after that. So Rex, let's take a look here. You do want to know, what is the Libra feeling about you today? So we'll take a look here. What card already came flying out? All right. So what else would you like Rex to know about this? Libra's feelings. Okay. Anything else? All right. Well, they give you two cards here. Okay. So you got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is about like this feeling of new opportunities, new things opening up in the outside world. So they're feeling like there's this change of things that's happening. And it's related to this Ten of Pentacles here. Don't worry, no one's dead in this picture. They're just severely exhausted. They are looking at the sunrise coming here. But the Ten of Swords represents all these expectations that related to, I call them small t truths, that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. And I feel like they're working through these expectations, right? They're like, they're not sure that they can live up to all these expectations in their head, and I don't know if it, you know, and you'll know this if any of those are coming from you, if you have voiced anything or even presented this that they need to be this type of person in order to interact with you. But I kind of feel like it's mainly in their head, like things that they've been taught growing up, things that were initiated and that, through praise and punishment, they've learned that this is what someone wants. And they have this impression that you have this long list of things that they have to be in order to meet up and be acceptable and be able to approach you. So you might have a large personality. Maybe you're a fire sign like a Leo, a Sagittarius, uh, type of energy, maybe even an Aries, but I feel more Sagittarius, or Leo, rah, that you're just big. You have this wonderful, people love you, and you just are this, like I said, a strong personality, not like in a bad way. You just have a strong presence where some people choose to be intimidated. You're not intimidating. People choose to be intimidated because they have this lower belief in their worth, and they look at you and go, "Oh my God, they're out of my league, and they want so much. I'd have to be so much to even just enter their presence." I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. And I feel like they're working through that, and they're getting their courage up, their lion's Leo courage up, to be able to um, like have this new opportunity that opens up between you guys. Libra, balancing energies. They're in their mind, which makes sense. All those tens of swords, now that I'm thinking about it, or now that they're like, hey, oh yeah, swords, air sign, Libra, a lot in their head. So they're working through all these things in their head to actually, you know, feel like worthy to interact more with you. So they've got all these expectations and thoughts and beliefs that's going on with them. So that's like they really think of you highly. I feel like they're just like, wow, I'm not sure I could, live up to all those expectations. So if you are interested in them and you do want this, then you can do things to help that along by easing their um, help them rise up. And it can't be fake. They'll see right through it. You can't be like, oh, but you're so awesome and blah, blah, blah. They're gonna cry BS. But if you specifically say things, something I really like about you is the da, 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 and it has to be sincere and something you really do. That's going to be like, what? That pulls out one of the swords out of their back, and it's so the more you do that, the more it kind of bonds together, if that all makes sense. So that's what you have, Rex. Many blessings to you. All right. Let me continue going down the list here. Divya, I'm so sorry that you're tensed and you're not okay. Let's take a look here and see what spirit would guide you here and see what they are able to give you here. And then Mary the Aries. You'll be next after that. All right, so let's take a look here. What's going on? What can I give you in guidance, Divya? Sending you a lot of love right now, just surrounding you. Little hedge of peace and love around you, just to give you some space to breathe. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, so you do have this balancing energy that is coming in, and like you said, it feels like things are out of balance here. And you do have this Ace of Swords. So, this tenseness, this anxiety, it's rooted in fear, and it's these beliefs in yeah, yeah, okay. I'll show you these other ones real quick here too. But there's these beliefs that are rooted, these expectations that you feel you're not meeting, these it's all rooted in these long list of conditions of who you've been told you're supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And yeah, that does take us off in this place. I mean, you got the seven of swords. So these are all these thoughts and these beliefs that are stealing your joy, that's stealing your peace. But these are your thoughts and your beliefs that were given to you and you took, they were handed to you when you were younger and you took them on like we all do. We don't know we can't, that we can say no thank you when we're young. We're just like we want to fit in, so we take on all these popular opinions of stuff, right? I love already though that you're leaving two behind, that you've already been working on this in your life, and that you're leaving behind thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you, these things that have been causing anxiety, and you're taking the steps to let those go. You still have five in your hands, which is all right. I love that you have only five and you don't have seven or six. You've been letting these really huge beliefs that were rooted in, like we say, praise and punishment and whatever when we were younger, of all the stuff that was just thrown on you about who you are and who you're supposed to be and what you have to do and what hoops you have to jump through to be loved and accepted. And that's what's being challenged now. That's what's coming up. And that's where this anxiety is coming from, because I really feel like there's this big, uh, Saturn energy, which is they come and they shake your foundation of these beliefs to set you free, because you have been placed in this cage of your thoughts and beliefs and feeling trapped. And so it rattles the cage. And this door of the cage, which was never closed and was never locked, it was ajar. And when your cage is being shaken, it goes, and you hear it. And you're like, wait a minute, I can leave out through that door? And you get to the edge of it and you're like, I'm not sure I can leave this cage. I'll be punished if I leave this cage. And like, no, this all is unfolding for you to challenge your thoughts and your beliefs to set you free, because you are being given the Ace of Swords here, which allows you to see higher truths about who you really are. And it's rooted in unconditional love, and you're able to cut away more and more of these small T truths that are rooted in the fear of losing the conditional love. And so your hands are freed up more and more as these expectations are dropped away. You are in this moment of standing at a fork in a road, and you have these decisions to make, more swords, more thoughts and beliefs. And you can either continue to hold on to those beliefs that are rooted in that fear of losing conditional love, or you have this other this is like the Ace of Swords over here, where you're connecting to the higher realms, you're connecting to your intuition and those that are rooted in unconditional love. And that's what it comes down to. Every moment is either a choice of unconditional love, whether it's the story, the emotions, the energy, whatever, or the fear of losing conditional love. So if you find yourself with this feeling tense and feeling just like your world is being shaken, like you're in an earthquake and you're just being thrown all over the place, take some deep breaths in through your mouth and out through your mouth, or in through your nose and out through your nose, and just allow that to cleanse the fear. So all that oxygen will help you come back to this place of peace, come back to the eye of the storm, instead of feeling like you're doing somersaults in the outside world. But you are being challenged with these thoughts and beliefs, because they no longer serve you for where you're headed. And that's why they're kind of being brought right to your face, so that you can face those and move past those and never have to pick them up again. So 2 swords down, 5 in your hand to go. continue just to put down one at a time, and know that it's okay to let those old beliefs and old thoughts that you were told were true go as you connect higher and higher to this unconditional love that you find within your heart. So much love to you, Divya. We send you a lot of love, and just putting this beautiful bubble of love around you right now just to make you feel safe and protected, and give you a chance just to sit in a little Zen garden and have some ice cream when you're in this giant amusement park full of fear rides. Just know you have this space that you can always come to in the center of the storm, where you can find this calm and this peace, and commune with the higher realms. So I love that for you. So much love and blessings to you, Divya. All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience as I do move down the list. And let's see what we got going on here. Just make sure I'm not missing anyone. I think Mary, Mary the Aries, you were up next. All right. Sorry, it skipped really fast. There it goes. So, Mary, you want to know what's the current energy with Steve and you, and anything you need to know? All right. And is there anyone new coming towards you, your future energy? All right, we'll take a look there. And then, Aaron, you will be up after that. All right. So current energies around that. Okay, I'm actually being drawn to the Spirit Song Tarot. Let's see what is up. And thank you guys so much for all of your thumbs up and your likes. It makes me very happy to see that you are liking these readings, and that this is a great thing, and it does help my channel grow and spread the word. So if you haven't given me a thumbs up yet on the video, I really appreciate you considering doing so. But definitely, I'm blown away by all my new subscribers. I just feel the love, and I just don't know what to say. I did post earlier a video, two videos, or a playlist in a video, and the video is about an opportunity for a weekly drawing that I'm going to have until the end of this year. So every week I'll have a drawing for one free 30-minute personal recorded video, whatever you want me to pull cards for. And how you enter that, you can check out the video, but it has to do with my weekly energy update videos that I put out every week on midnight on Friday nights or Saturday mornings, however you look at that. So be sure to check that out, because I love giving personal readings, obviously. All right, so back to readings. Mary, let's take a look here. Steve and you, what's the current energy between the two of you? Okay. And that one and that one. And is there anyone new coming towards you in your future energy? All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got happening here. Oh my goodness, Mary. No, I'm just kidding. You have the Ace of Feathers, which is the Ace of Swords in the Standard Tarot, which is all about new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets, new communication. But you got the Four of Feathers too, which is the Four of Swords. This is peace of mind. And, with both the Ace of Feathers and the Four of Feathers together, usually the Four of Feathers will show like three swords on a wall, sleeping on the Ace of Swords, which you have. And it is about letting expectations go. This Ace of Swords allows you to connect to higher truths, seeing things from a higher perspective, those truths that are more rooted in unconditional love instead of the fears, all those expectations, those fears of losing conditional love. And I feel like there's this energy of just clearing away expectations together, because you also have the shadow, which is the devil card in the standard tarot, which I love it being called the shadow, though, because um, it is about this Saturn energy, which I was just talking about, they'll show someone caged or someone with chains around their neck, which are very loose that they could just take off, or they'll show like the devil's hand like this, and the chain is laying across it. They don't have a tight grip on it, it's just laid across there, which shows that it's our mindsets, it's our thoughts, our beliefs, all the story. uh, it shakes us up to show us that we're the ones that are keeping ourselves trapped. The cage is made out of our thoughts and our beliefs, and the cage door is never locked. It's never even closed. We just don't see it. It's behind us. Sometimes we don't even realize there's a door. We're just like, I'm trapped in here in my thoughts and beliefs, and I can't get out. And people are like, the spirits like, turn around, and you're like, I can't, things are just, like that. And this is like all humans. This is not just, you, it's like everyone. So it's like, Stephen, you are realizing the cage that you had yourselves in with all these expectations, and you're being free. You are really taking these experiences and allowing it to really change your life and your perspective of how you're looking at life. And so I do like that for you. And is there anyone new coming towards you with your future energy? You actually have more swords. You have the nine of feathers, the nine of swords. And right now, you're on this inner journey to let go of these expectations more and more. I feel like you guys are right in the thick of it, of doing that. And right now, no one will come forward right now for you with your energies, because you're a prickly porcupine. You're working through those things, and spirit doesn't want you to draw in anyone right now, because if you draw someone in, you're just going to do what you always did and get what you always got. And they know that you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. You're like, nah, I don't want what I always got. I want something new. I want a different journey, a different adventure. And so they're like, for now, um, as you work on those, letting those expectations go on who you're supposed to be, who someone else in a relationship is supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be. There's so many porcupine needles that are saying it has to be this, it has to be that, that people are like, that's a hall of blades. I don't want to walk into there. I'm going to get cut, because I know there's like tight, but you're letting it go and it's expanding more and more and more. And then that's more inviting, and it will invite in a different type of energy in the future. But for now, it's all about um, looking into all those expectations and those thoughts and those beliefs about yourself, mainly because what energy you have for yourself is what you do draw in. And what you see when you look in the mirrors of people that come up and come to you. And you're ready to see the real you, without all these blocks, all these beliefs that you were told and learned, as you were growing up. You're ready to see yourself in such a beautiful new light. So I love that. So that is your message, Mary, as I just hit the microphone. My apologies. Blessings to you. And we'll keep on going down the list. All right. Thank you, Intuitive, for all your help in the room. I really appreciate you. All right, Deb. Let me just make sure. I think, Aaron, I believe I said you were up next, and I believe I was not lying. Okay. So, Aaron, we'll take a look there, and then after that, I believe it is Miss Castillo. Hello. I think you are next. I'll double check here. Just kind of quickly skimming. I think you are next. So, Aaron, you want to know any chance your guides will support your spiritual desires with love? Oh, okay. We'll take a look here. So let's take a look at that first one. I do want to switch cards here. to the radiant rider waite. We'll see here. So let's just take a look here overall, just asking them, because spirit is like, um, what is it? I think was it Steve Martin? I forget what movie it was in where someone, a comedian in the movie, maybe it was Richard Pryor, got dumped out into the ocean, and he was like, "God help me! I'll promise this and do this," as he's swimming, and as he gets closer to shore, the promise gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's like I don't know why they're bringing that back, but it's like you know your guide supports you no matter what. They love you. They're behind you. It's unconditional. It's not like if I do this, will you do this? It's like we love you. All you have to do is ask us of your own free will, and we are going to have it unfold for your highest experience always. So you know. A lot of our spirituality of all kinds, organized religions, even metaphysics, um, all sorts of spiritual practices. There's this human side that gets involved in them where we have this, you know, tit for tat or conditions, right? We are taught conditional love of if you do these things, then you'll be blessed. If you don't, sorry, but unconditional love from the creator. They're like, I want you to be happy. I'm of unconditionally loving mother and father, and we want whatever is best for you, and that there's no conditions to earn it, which is wonderful. It was hard for me to get that in the beginning because I was an overachiever, and in my own childhood, I felt I had to do extreme things to get attention. So I thought I had to do extreme things to get God's attention. And creator's like, you already have 100% of my love. There's nothing you can do to gain any more of it. You already have it all. Nothing you can do to lose it either. And it's like, wait, I'm going to need some time for that to soak in. And over the years, it slowly soaks in more and more. But so just know that they have your highest experience and highest love for you. And that there's nothing that you have to do to get that support. But let's take a look here and see what they would like you to know around love and money. And if they have any advice on how you can change the energy, and if there's anything that you can do to make it easier for it to come to you. It kind of feels like what they're wanting me to share. So let's take a look here. All right. So, so they're showing me Nine of Pentacles. So beautiful, beautiful card about abundance, finding it from within. The nines are the Hermit card. And let me just bring it up now. And you got the Hermit card. So this is all about an inner journey, an inner search, connecting to your higher self and spirit, which is also representative of this bird in the garden. This is you finding your wholeness and your completeness from within yourself, from the journey within, and with connection to the spirit realm. And they're saying that the outside stuff isn't going to make you, feel this happiness and this wholeness. You're going to find it from within you, and the things on the outside, as we know, are unstable. Relationships, people change or they pass away. Situations, jobs, education, social status, you know, becoming I know because I write books too. I'm like, becoming the best selling author, all that stuff, or our bodies or possessions or bank accounts. All those things are unstable in the outside world and are temporary. They do not fill up what we're looking for on the inside. And so they are guiding you with that Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles to look within. You also have the King of Cups, which the King of Cups is all about connecting to this chalice, this holy grail. It's offering this unconditional love from above. And the King of Cups is he's sitting in all these rocky waters of the outside world, but he's fine because he's balanced between his heart and his mind. But he knows he's got this access to this love from above that's no conditions, all that I was talking about before. And so it is there and it's available to you. And you are able to become this chalice, this holy grail, where you're able to uh, open up and allow that unconditional love to flow from the higher realms, to flow from all that beautiful, place of the mother and father of all things, our creator, and all the spiritual realm of all those beings of unconditional love and light. And this love just floods down, it fills you up, and then overflows out to the world. Everyone else gets the overflow, and you get to just receive. You get to be this receiver of that love, and that there's nothing that you need to do in order to receive it. And so, the desires for love and money is our outside pursuit that we're taught by the humans. That's where we're going to find all that. And you might have heard me talking about the strength card earlier, which is all about we're taught to look outside of that, and we are not. We don't find it. It's the connection to the higher realms that gives us what we've been searching for all along. So I feel like that's what they're pointing you back to right now today, regarding all of that, and that it takes the pressure off of that I have to finish this, I have to do this, or like the reconciliation to, how long is it going to take for this to happen? It's like all that just kind of fades because you are realizing that this is where I'm going to find, inward and upward into your heart, and upward is where you find what you've been looking for all along. I still will pull a card here or two for, how long will it take to reconcile, just so that they answer that as well with that second question. And we'll see what they have to say. But that's their message on that other one for you. And I do love that for you. I know in the beginning, it's like, that's not a satisfying answer. But that's the answer that they want for you for today, because it's going to be life-changing once that really kicks in to our mind and sinks into our heart. And so I do love that for you, Aaron. Okay. Yeah. So you got both the Justice card and the King of Swords, which Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. It is about connecting to the higher truths, the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, which allows you to cut away um, the expectations, the small T truths that are rooted in the fear of losing a conditional love. So definitely reaffirming what we just talked about here with it is this connection inward and upward to those higher truths, rather than all those opinions that we've been taught. And they're saying that once you are able to have all that, that is when you feel this wholeness and this completeness, because you fill up inside. The Nine of Cups is what comes before this, which is about finding that love inward and upward, and then you fill up. And the Ten of Cups is what it looks like when you are filling up and it's overflowing out to the world. It is this, oh, everything is extra on the outside. It's not like I need all that stuff in order to be someone. It's like you realize you are perfect as you are, and then everything else on the outside is just above and beyond an extra. It's like a second dessert. You are already the meal. You already found everything that makes you feel full, and then you had dessert, and then everyone else is like second dessert, third dessert, fourth dessert, kind of like the hobbits and Lord of the Rings. Is this second supper or third supper or second luncheon? This is like, that's what everyone becomes in the outside world. So that's what they have for you, Aaron. So, many blessings to you. All right, we'll keep on moving down the list here. Thank you guys again so much for your patience. Excuse me, as I do go down the list here. All right. So, Miss Castillo, you are up next. And then, Ray, if you are still with us, you will be next. And then, Erica, I think you will be next after that. So, that's as far as I will see right now. We'll keep on moving down. So, you want to know just can you have a card reading? That's easy breezy. We can absolutely do that. Ms. Joanne Castillo. And let's see what we have. Which deck am I being guided to here? Okay, actually, to the Ask Your Guides deck. So let's take a look here and see what they would like to mention to you. Let's see what we've got going on. All right. And for anyone new that's coming to my channel, as I throw cards all over the place, proving that I cannot do two things at once very well, it seems. All you have to do to be able to chat or to chat is to subscribe to my channel. And then it'll immediately let you down into the chat. And then all you have to do is put your request, like if your specific question that you want me to pull cards for. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just put general reading. Spirit will know what you're looking for and we'll pull cards. And I just go down in order. So you don't have to ask to be added to a list or any kind. You just put your question down there and we'll hopefully get to it by the time I end. I am trying to stay to around 2 hours. Sunday mornings, I kind of go a little later, but I need a balance and to make sure I don't drain myself totally. So if I don't get to you, as I get closer to when I'm stopping, I'll give you some other options as well. But for you, Miss Castillo, you got the competition card here with your warrior guides. I love that picture. Tug of war. And it says it's about strife and arguments and conflicts and battle. And it says this is a time of conflict and challenge, pure and simple. No matter how you look at it, confrontation and discord are on the horizon. Others don't agree with you or see your perspective, and they don't intend to cooperate with you in any way. I'm so sorry. Says this could surface in such serious ways as legal battles, divorce proceedings, and contract negotiations, or it could just be an impasse with a spouse over a raised toilet seat. Whatever the issue, there's no immediate or easy resolution. You've attracted a worthy opponent, so prepare to go the distance. This is not to assume, however, that such combative scenarios are always a bad thing. Your warrior guides are present to enlighten you about the benefits of sparring with others. Competition brings out your best and unleashes your passion and commitment in what you believe in. It develops your strength and prevents you from being victimized or manipulated by others. And it teaches you the need to respect others too, and not mindlessly oppose your will on them. Your warrior guides suggest that when you do battle with others, it's best to fight fairly and learn from the conflict. Don't compete just to let off steam. Fight for progress and higher understanding for all concerned rather than just being difficult to get your own way. Hidden within the drama of battle and competition are the seeds of true understanding and compassion. The best spiritual warriors always strive for a win win outcome. and your warrior guides suggest that you embrace the battles at hand to find your strength and reach for growth. Fight the good fight with your adversaries, but pray for divine justice to prevail, not just your personal version of justice. Their message to you: fight fair, but concede when you're in the wrong. So I like that message for you. Just, the energy of that. All conflict is not bad, right? It is teaching you something. It's allowing you to see things about yourself and about others, and learning to look for that win-win in each situation. So I love that for you, Miss Castillo. Hopefully that resonated. That's what your guides have for you for today. So many blessings to you. All right, Ray, you are up next here. And you want a reading on any career opportunities that are coming up. I'm going to grab the Radiant Rider Waite. And let's take a look here and see what we have going on. And then Erica, you will be next. And then Gauri Puri, you'll be next after that. All right. So let's take a look. What career opportunities are coming up for you, Ray? What would they like you to know? Whoa. Okay. Well, I'll start off with this card here because you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which does show that there are some changes, some fated changes that are coming up, 10 endings and new beginnings. So things are switching, but they're always in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. It is showing you that these fated events, these changes that are unfolding, will end up being for your highest benefit. And even though in the beginning it may not appear that way, because you do have the Five of Wands here, which the Wands is drive, ambition, inspiration, passion, energy. And the energy in the beginning might feel competitive, it might feel conflicting, but this does change from this energy because the five is the number of transformation. It changes from what appears to be this battle between people trying to hurt one another, that it's actually people that are trying to help each other improve their skills and move up in their abilities. And so that's kind of where I feel like this energy is going to change. It's going to feel like conflicting in the beginning, but then in the end, it's like, oh, like the example they're giving me, which this doesn't have to be what's happening to, but they're just the energy of it is like you're wanting this position and that you think this is what you want, and they give it to someone else, and you're like, oh man, but they didn't give it to you because they have this other position in mind for you. And then they approach you and go, hey, would you be interested in opening up this department or heading this up, this project, and this is why we want you for that, because all your skills are perfect for it. That one we'd only take advantage of a few of your skills. Here we're going to fully take advantage of your skills and allow you to do that. And that's what I kind of feel, that kind of energy that's coming in. Because you also have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, mentalities. And I feel like, again, with that other job, it's like you were limiting yourself and thinking these are the only skills that I have that I could put to good use. But you have all these talents and all these abilities. And it feels like you have certain beliefs about yourself that are self limiting. And that because of this, um, they're wanting you to really look at that and to be able to put more and more of realization around your talents and your abilities and how you can bring them into the world. So a different interpretation of that card than normal, but that's what they're wanting you to know around this career and these things, is that you have so much that you could really uh, use in this world, that you can share with this world. And you have these thoughts that no one wants that, but you're wrong. And that's what they're saying. They're so like that company. Like, you think that that position is the best that you could do because that's the only way you can put your talents to use, but they're like, "Oh my gosh, no. You've got this all this other quiver of arrows that you can use, and they want you to, and so these opportunities are opening up, but you have to believe it. You have to be able to know that you are able to do it too, and that's what these career opportunities are bringing for you. So I really like that for you. That's what they have for you, Ray. Many blessings to you. We will move on down the list here. We've got Erica. You are up next here. You want to know what your Aries is feeling towards you? A lot of fire because of their full moon last week. All right. So let's take a look here. I do want to go to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Let's see what we got. What we got. All right. So let's take a look here, Erica. What is this Aries? What are they feeling towards you? Okay. What else? Anything else? Okay. So, Erica, your Aries is confused about their emotions. Here all those seven cups are floating around and they're not sure what they feel. They're feeling like a ton of emotions all going around, which makes sense. Like I said, with that Aries full moon, they're like on supercharged energy right now. They're usually all fiery anyway with all their energy going around. And now, especially with that, they're just like, I just don't know. Um, and it's interesting. You got two tens here. So you have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the 10 of Swords, which of course is all about thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, expectations, and thoughts. And I almost feel like the wheels cranking in their head. But you can trust that whatever's unfolding with them is fated, and there's nothing that you can do about it with them. They are totally in their mind. And I kind of feel like the reason why they have so much emotional confusion is because they have all these expectations in their head of who they're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be, who the situation is supposed to be, how the world is supposed to be, how the universe is supposed to be. I mean, they're like so in their head about everything that their emotions are just triggering and flying all over the place. I almost feel like that Wheel of Fortune. It's like those triggers. It's like this huge, I don't forget what movie it was. There's like this huge clock of time and events unfolding, and it's constantly changing and triggering stuff to shoot off to happen. And it's like I feel like that's what's going on in their mind, that they just have so much that's happening up here. It's triggering so much in here, and they just are like they feel lost, like they're out of control with it. But I do love the Wheel of Fortune showing up as the last card out of the 3 because it does show that things do turn in its faded time, in its faded, it's like a giant watch. It takes time for it to get and everything to click into place. So I really feel like they're saying just give them time. They're figuring things out. Just um now they're showing me like um someone firing a firework, but it ends up going into the pile of fireworks, and now all these fireworks are flying off all over the place, and you're like, there's nothing you can do about it. Just hide behind something so you don't get hit by any of it, and then when it stops, you can come out and it'll be fine. So I don't know why. So that's what they have for you, Erica. Hopefully that makes sense. But I do love that there's an eventual calming of the situation for you to where you're like, okay, I can come out now. There's a lot of smoke, but I know they're in there somewhere. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings to you, Erica. All right. Gauri Puri, You want to know what does the Libra want from you? Do they want to talk to you? No contact for a year. Okay. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on. I am being drawn to the Chinese tarot. We'll see what's going on there. And then Devanshi Mishra. Hello, hello. You are next. And then Dr. S. Welcome back. Uh, we will have you after that. And hopefully, Miss Lovely, that you know that there is no list. Hopefully, and you might have thrown in a question down below. We will take a look. All right. So Gauri Puri, let's take a look here about this Libra who's been missing for a year. We'll find out what's going on with them here. Whoa. That was a lot of cards. A lot of energy in there. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's take a look. Any contact? All right. Let's take a look what we've got here. Okay. All right. All right. So you got 3 major arcana that are coming in here. And the first card that popped up here for you is actually the Magician. And the Magician is about, uh, you know, it's a very divine masculine energy, which is about you taking control, you pointing your wand, and whatever you focus on is what grows. And so I feel like it's not about waiting around for someone, right? It's not about the chalice, which would be like the high priestess, is that they sit and they wait and they allow it to come to them. This is about, no, you want something, you go after it. You are the one that initiates things. You're the one that steps out. And that is even here with the 9 of staves, which is the 9 of wands. Usually it has like 9 wands that are having this block, and one of the ace of wands is like the magician. You're holding on to that, and that's part of the block, and it's our own energy that's blocking it, and we can move that. The movement of our energy opens up the space where you can slip through a block. So I do like that, saying that you don't have to wait around for someone to contact you. If you're interested, contact them. And I know it's different in different cultures, but this is saying this is how you release your energy: is you initiate, and if you don't hear anything back, then there's your answer, right? Because they do have the Temperance card, which is about balance and patience, but I feel like they're like, that's done. The waiting time is done. You have the Universe card, which is the World card, which is about ending of cycles and new beginnings. It's like the waiting period, this waiting on other people, this cycle ends. They're like, it's time for you. If you want something, that you take a step toward it, and you initiate energy toward it. And I know it's scary, right? Because it's like, well, what if they say no? What if they reject me? Well, hallelujah, then, right? You're free. That block is over. The waiting on someone else, the energy that we're pointing on someone else is being wasted. We're spending so much energy maintaining it that just knowing it ends it. It's like the waiting is what kills us. And they're like, that cycle is over. You don't need to, invest energy in it anymore. If you reach out and then they either say, no, I'm not interested, or no, I don't think of you that way, then you're like, okay, good. Get out of the seat then. You're taking them out of the seat of your mind, because as long as they're sitting in there and you've given them that space, no one else can move in to it. No other experiences can come into it. There's the block, right? It's like being committed to someone who to a ghost that's not there. It's like letting it go, releasing it. So I really feel like they're like getting really sassy. They're like, it's time to stand up, and you get to go, hey, what is the deal? And if you don't have a way to contact them, if you don't have a way to communicate with them, then there's your answer too. They're like, the cycle ends on waiting. You've been patient, you've been overly patient, and now it's time to let it go. And you get to move and take command of your life and your energy where you want to invest it. No more investing it in ghosts. So I love it for you. Very powerful. I like it. All right. Many blessings to you. That is their message for you right now. All right. Devansha Mishra. Let's take a look here. You want to know the current feeling of Arjun and reconciliation. Is it possible? Well, let's take a look here. Yep, I do want to go to the radiant Rider Waite. Let me take another drink here. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. What is going on with Arjun? What's the current feeling first? Please. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I guess so. All right. And then, is reconciliation possible? Let's see what they have to say about that. Okay. All right. So, current feelings. Oh, my goodness. So, their current feelings. Wow. Yeah, they are major heartbreak and disappointment and feeling left out in the cold and abandoned and wounded, and like they're just left out. So yeah, they're in their little woundedness. They're enjoying the feeling of that life has happened to them, and they're really in that place of mourning. And no matter what their role in it, they're choosing to go, oh, my life, oh, you know it's almost like, you know if you've ever seen comedies um when someone passes and they're just like wailing over the tomb and, oh my god, it's like dramatic, right? They're just like really eating it up, and they're loving the attention they're getting from friends and family about how things just you know and so, but don't feel sorry for it, because uh I feel like a lot of it is for the attention that they're getting here. And then reconciliation, you know um let's take a look here. Let's walk through these, because you got four cards. The first one is the Hanged Man. This is about seeing things from a higher perspective and about waiting. It's like this cocoon that is going on here. And I really feel like what they're saying is that, um, so you got the High Priestess here too, which is a very powerful card about, this is waiting and being a cocoon, and, a caterpillar in a cocoon dissolves, lets pieces of itself go. It transforms into the butterfly. It has to let a lot of what it was go to create the wings for it to fly. And the High Priestess is about going into the high temple. She goes to look behind the veil, to understand things below the surface. Again, higher connection. So you've got the Hanged Man, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective. The High Priestess is about seeing things from a higher perspective and really, going in those directions. And you have the Page of Swords too, which the Page of Swords is about connecting to the higher truths that are rooted in unconditional love and letting go of the old expectations, clearing things away. And I feel like they're saying that uh, if you really are able to get away from it all and see things like walking away, and you get up on a hill and you look down at your town or your city, and you're like, okay, I see things from a different perspective and away from all the chaos, away from all the noise, away from all the expectations and all those things that are supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. When you get away from it all and you look at it, you're just like, that's not what I want. I don't want reconciliation. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to, you know, the drama because that's how I feel. They're dramatic. They're like, oh my God, rah-da-da, rah-da-da-da. And you're just like, I don't want to live in that. I want something else, something new. And that's what comes for you when you do that. You have the 10 of Pentacles, which this is the tree of life here of the Kabbalah or the Kabbalah. And this is about you understanding what your true abundance is, what you truly want. And you have this wonderful, wonderful uh, fullness and completeness, not reconciling, right? Because the 10 of Pentacles also represents with that the tree of life is the family tree. And I feel like you will be breaking chains if you're just like, no, I'm not going to go back into that same old, I want to say abuse, but it's like emotional abuse in a way where it's just dramatic drama, 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 where you feel like you're walking on eggshells all the time. And I kind of feel like maybe that's what's passed down from generation to generation in your family is we walk on eggshells around, the master almost, and it's like, no, I'm breaking that chain. I'm choosing something different. I'm going to be one that for my generations to come, I'm not going to pass that down. I want a loving, full home that is all about love, 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 and not about fear and walking on eggshells. And I kind of feel like that's what's coming for you, this change of how you're looking at things. And so I do like that for you because it's like, yeah, reconciliation. Uh, it's always possible if you want to put all your shackles back on and, be silent and small and quiet like a mouse and walk around so you don't upset the the dramatic one. So that's what they have for you, Mishra. So hopefully that resonated. Many blessings to you. All right, Dr. S, you are up. So let's take a look here. And you want one card for love. So we will do that. We'll pull one card from the Sun and Moon Tarot, and then we'll see what's coming next for you as well. So we'll take a look there. All right. So one card for love, Dr. S. All right. So that is that. And then what's coming next? All right. So one card for love. You actually have the Six of Cups here. Let's see. There it goes. So the Six of Cups is kind of called the nostalgia card here, which can represent revisiting of old emotions and old, memories and things like that. Or it can mean someone from your past is bubbling up to the surface in your life, which I almost feel like that is more the case. Like someone, like a lost love, like there was someone that you guys were interested in each other and attraction, but you happened to both be with someone, right? And then someone moved away or you guys moved on with your lives or whatever, whether you guys got married, blah, blah, and then no longer in relationships. And all of a sudden, boom, you guys bump into each other and you're like, hey, how's life going? I'm divorced. How about you? I am too, and because with what comes next in your life, you've got the Three of Cups, joyful celebration, abundance, and the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You've got this beautiful, beautiful future that's coming here. I mean, wow, joy, 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 wish fulfillment, woohoo, emotional, all emotional. You got three. You actually got 369. Boom, boom, boom. So I kind of feel that's what's headed your way, Dr. S. Something very, someone from your past coming up in a good way, and that there is this joy and celebration and wonderful wish fulfillment feeling that is coming forward for you. So, wow, I really like that. And everyone's like, I wish I had that rating. Claim it, everyone, claim it. Unless you're like, I don't want my exes to come back or someone that I had a crush on before. I'm over that. But that's what they have for you, Dr. S. So many blessings to you. I like that. All right, let's take a look here. Miss Lovely, did you put anything anywhere? Let's see. Don't see that you mentioned anything there, Miss Lovely, but if you're still here, I'm just going to pull a general reading for you. Not just, but because I don't see a specific message, but Spirit knows what you need to hear. So I will pull a card, and they actually have me going to the Power of Surrender Oracle deck for you. So we will put that there. And then Shika, hello, hello, you'll be next. And Leanne, you wanted a general. You will be next after that, Leanne Paxton. And hey, Red, thank you for being a new subscriber. You'll be next after that. All right, so let's take a look here. Miss Lovely. Okay, wow, these cards are wanting to talk. There's like cards flying everywhere. Let me just give it one more shuffle. Simmer down. Can I have one card, please, for Miss Lovely? What would she like? Miss Lovely to know, please. All right. I like it. Got the Surrender to Spirit. Beautiful, beautiful card. And it says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. Wow, I love that. So, yeah, do what you can. And when it's done, then hand it over to the experts, right? Go, all right, I created this little project and I've gone as far as I can. Here you go. And they'll finish it up. They will bring things to fruition for you. Surrender. Let go of the need to control every step that unfolds and the timing of it all. Trust the Creator and Spirit that they will bring what is for your highest good to you. And, like I said, turn it over to the good hands people. It's not an insurance company. It's the good hands people up above, because they love you unconditionally. They honor your will and your free will and your power of choice. So if you don't ask them for assistance, then they'll back off and let you, try to do it on your own out of respect. But if you're just like, all right, I've had enough. I would like your help, please, as long as it doesn't interfere with the fated path that you wanted to experience. They're all in to help you, give you signs, give you answers to assist you. So Miss Lovely, they are like, trust us, ask us for assistance, and we're right there for you. So I do love that for you, Miss Lovely. So blessings to you. And we'll continue on down the list here. We got Shika, the current feelings of Jay towards you. All right. Well, let's take a look here and see what's up with Jay. Whitney, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So good to see you too. Our friend from down under. All right, Shika, let's take a look here. What's Jay? What's Jay going? What's going on with Jay and how he feels towards you? What would you like? Should get to know. Okay. Anything else? Nope, not those. Anything else? Okay. I gave you two here. Let's see, what's the combination here? Well, Shika, we got a little endings and new beginnings going on here. And the 10 of swords is about expectations. And like, I feel like this is them that they just were exhausted. They kind of had this, and it doesn't necessarily mean this was coming from you at all. So, please, I'm not meaning it to come across that way. He just had a lot of expectations in his head of thinking that I have to be all these things in order for this relationship or this interactions with you to work, right? So he had all this stuff going on in his mind about supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's that are all, added up from his lifetime. And like I said, it didn't even have to come from you. You know, you wouldn't even have to say anything like, well, this is what I think how it should be, or how you should treat me, or how you should be. It was just all in there, and it's all bouncing around. And so he felt exhausted already trying to feel like he had to live up to things, like he had to do something. And so he's looking over here to the sunset at the sunrise, and he's looking to new opportunities coming into his life, as well. And it doesn't necessarily just need to be about relationships. This is just his whole outside world, just feels like, um, he's been preoccupied with all this thoughts and mindsets and things going on. And maybe it's the coin that he's after. He's like focused on making money, but he's trying to look at all this stuff in his life that has to happen, and he's focused on new things opening up in his life. So I kind of feel like, you know you're one of the swords of the 10 that he is trying to juggle, which can be other people, as well as other situations and other things. He just got so much on his mind that he's ready for this new thing to start in his life. And I just feel like I don't know what it is. Been getting a lot of that, the last few days, about people that we're interested in that are preoccupied with everything else in their life. Like, you feel like you're trying to be fit in between important things. Like, you're one of 10 swords. You're like, can I be like one of the more important swords? And they're just like, "Doot, doot, 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 doot," and they're just, focusing, because if they don't focus, they'll get stabbed by the swords. And so they're just like, no, shh, everyone, I'm focusing. And that's what I kind of feel like is going on there. So, yeah, who knows? He's got these new opportunities coming forward, but I don't feel like it's going to stop all his thinking. I think it's only going to add another sword into his many that are going on there. So I, you know, you can take that how you will, as far as if you want to continue to be, feeling like you're trying to be fit in between the important things. Um, but I wouldn't stand too close to him, because if the swords fall, you might get stabbed by one of them too. So, yeah, interesting message there. Hopefully that resonates for you, Shika. Sending you many blessings, for that. All right. Angela, happy Sunday to you too. And so, Angela, you're up next. You want, oh, you just wanted to say love and light to everyone in the room. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right. So, Leanne, you are next with your general reading. And let's take a look here. I am being drawn to the Return of Spirit deck, the Oracle deck, and let's see what they have going on there for you. All right. So, let's take a look here. So, Leanne Paxton. All right. You got the immunity. I call these spiritual ink blot tests. So, whatever you see in this as well is a special message for you, Leanne. And then I'll read from the book on what intuitively came to the author that created that beautiful fractal art. And it says the immunity card comes when we're feeling as though we're under attack. And you may be experiencing disagreements or arguments. Perhaps you're feeling belittled, unworthy, or misunderstood. Whatever the case may be, there is a feeling of the need to protect yourself. Sometimes these feelings may not even involve an individual person, but are perceived from the world at large, which I can understand these days. It's important that you stay grounded at this time and not fall into old patterns of behaviors or reactions. This is an opportunity to deal with your feelings and the situation in a healthier way. You're not responsible for what others say or think, believe, or feel, thank goodness. You do not have to own it or try to fix or change anything in an attempt to appease them. Every person on this planet is responsible for their own behavior. The immunity card offers you a layer of protection from the negative energy surrounding the situation so that you can respond and take action in a positive manner. This also helps you to see the bigger picture and how to resolve the matter in a way that ensures the highest good for all involved. Just as your physical body builds its immune system, energetically, you are building a healthy response system to negative experiences and people. You will not be affected in the same way should this type of situation occur again in the future. You will gain a healthy form of protection on the inside and no longer need to energetically wear a shell of protection on the outside. Those around you will feel the shift in your energy as you become more accepting and open to letting others into your personal world. I love it. So great power that's coming in there for you. It's like there was this there's several movies, but I remember a long one. I think it was John Travolta. In fact, he was the bubble boy. He had to be in a bubble to protect his immunity because he had a low immune system. And I feel like energetically you are building this wonderful, wonderful inner ability not to take people's actions personally and going, I don't have to be responsible for their actions and reactions and everything, to where you bust your bubble and you come out of your bubble and like, I don't need that protection anymore. I'm powerful on the inside. So I do love that coming in there for you, Leanne. Hopefully that resonated. And that is your message for today. Many blessings for you. All right, Red, you are up. You want to know, how does the Sagittarius Daniel feel about you? You're an Aquarius. I am too. Aquarius Sun. And you want to know how Sagittarius Daniel feels. So let's take a look here. I am going to pull from the Sun and the Moon Tarot, and we'll see what's going on here. All right, let's take a look here. How does Daniel feel about you now? Whoa, Sagittarius Daniel. Down to any others? I think you probably saw that one on camera. It jumped way up here. Almost took out my eye. Nah. All right, so they did give you two. So you got the Hermit card here. So the Hermit card is about this inner journey and reflectiveness. And I kind of feel like this is both of you, kind of both on this separation. You know, it's like really turning inward. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, because there's this balancing that's going on in your life here. So it kind of feels like it's this ebb and flow of things, but you're really being, I feel like they are in this pulled away mode. Like it ebbs and flows. And I kind of feel like that's your guys' relationship. It like, it's like a rubber band, and it's almost like opposites. It's like drawn, and it's like you draw close and they're drawing away, and then you're drawing away and they draw close, and it's like back and forth and this back and forth kind of thing. But I feel like it's this because both of you are at this place in your life where spirit is pointing you towards your inner journey and for your inner light, for your inner love to look inward and upward and that's why it keeps on feeling like you guys are almost like magnets that are, reverse polarized. It's like, what, Brett? It's like, am I rejecting them? I feel rejected. When they come close, I feel like pulling away. And when I go towards it, it's like they're pulling away. And it's like this, it's like you guys can't get close because it bounces you away. And I feel like it's spirit because they're really wanting you guys to look inward, to really look at some things. Because I feel like if you don't, you guys are going to end up, going into the relationship that you've always had in the past. That old doing what you always did and getting what you always got, and they're trying to keep you guys from doing that because they want you to look inward and really grow and bake a little more before you're ready to be in a relationship. And I feel like that's what they're trying to keep you from. So hopefully that makes sense there. That is what they're bringing through for you at this point. So and they have nothing else to add. So blessings to you, Red, and thank you again for joining us, and welcome, welcome. Definitely glad to have you here. All right, let me look down here and see where we're at. Oh my goodness. So we do have quite a few more to go, and I'm so sorry, guys. I've been at 2.5 hours, and I do have to honor my balance. And if I wasn't able to get to now, I will be back at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is in about 6.5 hours. So if you want to check back then, I will also be Sunday through Fridays at 7 p.m. every night. So I do go live every single day, twice on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Friday and Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. This morning, of course, was 10 a.m. Saturday nights, though, it's 8 p.m. because I also go on Instagram right now at 5 p.m. Mountain as well. So if you if I didn't get to your question today, you can check that. But I also have a boatload of recorded videos that I put out, weekly energy updates, which I mentioned. Actually, let me do that before we kind of leave here too. I did a special announcement on how you can win a 30-minute free recorded video. I'll post that. That's the video link to see how you can, what the not the contest, but the drawing is all about. And it is related to my weekly energy updates, which I'll post a link to the October playlist. So every Saturday I do put out weekly energy updates. So you can check those out, and or your monthly energy update. I do have pick-a cards. We have the 10/10 portal readings. There's a bunch of readings that I put out throughout the month, which are all free. And so if you just follow your gut, and spirit will guide you to a reading that could also have the answer for you that you're seeking. So be sure to check those out, and check out that video to see if you could win a free personal reading. And I also, of course, do offer personal recorded readings at a reasonable price. All that information is listed in the description box of this video. So if you keep on missing and going, he never gets down to me. Of course, the earlier you arrive in a free reading session, the chances are that I can get through to it. But towards the end, the list gets long, and uh, I may not reach you. But you can also, of course, also request a paid personal reading, which they're pretty reasonable as well. And they're on my recorded readings are actually on a sliding price scale. So you have like 3 different prices that you can choose from, that maybe one is more in alignment with your budget at the time as well. So a lot of opportunities out there for readings, and for me being live. Again, I appreciate all of your love and all of your support and all my new subscribers. If you haven't given the video a little thumbs up yet, really appreciate that. Thank you all for who have liked the video. It does help my channel, helps the videos get out to more people. And thank you, Intuitive Enlightenment, my dear friend, for being my moderator. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone, I thank you so much. And please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. You have an amazing rest of your day or evening, or wherever you may be in the world. And I'll be talking with you guys soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.